Jeff Manaski here with Brian Hoffman from the New York State DOT. This is the plan for the proposed roundabout at John Street. This is a layout of the changes the DOT wants to make. Brian, tell us about here. This would change and really open things up for the availability at John Street and Genesee for vehicles to be able to make lefts, which they currently can't do.
That's correct. So at John Street, currently the only left turn that's permitted is the eastbound left to go to north on John Street. So with the roundabout, this will not only retain that move, but allow all the other left turn moves at that intersection. But primarily the reason why we're proposing the roundabout is for safety reasons. At this intersection and at Genesee Street, we have a high number of accidents. Because of the left turns that are prohibited, people make them anyway, illegally. And that leads to a significant number of accidents. And they're the type of accidents that are high severity. The right angle type, T-bone type accidents.
Sure,
and
I've seen many.
To injure folks. So with a roundabout, this is going to force vehicles to travel at a much lower speed through the intersection and better control movements in the intersection as well. It's going to make it a much smaller intersection as well, which would be a benefit for pedestrians that are crossing here. And then similar at Genesee Street, we're going to retain a signalized intersection. We did evaluate a roundabout here, it just physically won't fit. So we're going to retain the signal. But again, the intersection that we're proposing is much smaller than what's there today. The crossing distances are going to be nearly half of what they are today. So that's going to be a tremendous improvement for pedestrians. And again, from an access and mobility standpoint, for motorists looking to move around downtown, all the left turns are going to be permitted in any direction at that intersection that you cannot make today.
And in case you're not sure exactly what we're talking about, this would be the OD here.
Correct.
And this is like the GPO credit union, so
Correct.
this is that intersection. Obviously, this is Genesee Street, so this is APAC.
Right.
And then this corner here, there's some changes to what currently exists. This is like, there's a furniture store here, and then down here there's Gerber's. So currently, this road actually runs right across those business, the storefronts there. So there's actually gonna be a green space here, and then those, that 4-lane is gonna be, they'll be closer together. Tell us what you're gonna do on this end here.
Right, so you got it exactly right. The westbound direction is going to be shifting to the south so that it's going to be closer to the eastbound direction. We're going to reduce the number of lanes. Currently there's 3 lanes in each direction. We're going to get out to 2 lanes in each direction. That's all we need. And so that's going to open up some space here in front of these businesses between Lower Genesee Street and Seneca Street. We're going to maintain access for that area with a new city street here with on-street parking, which would be a nice improvement for that area. And as we move further to the west, again, we're continuing with what we're calling the road diet, the lane reduction in each direction. We are making some changes at the Seneca Street and the Washington Street intersection. Currently, motorists are able to drive north and south through those intersections. In the future, there will be a closed median, and you'll still be able to make left turns in and out and right turns in and out of these intersections. And we are maintaining a left turn move from eastbound Risky Street to Seneca Street to maintain access to Bag Square, which is very important. And the main reason, and this has been a cause of concern for some businesses, is the closure of the through moves at those 2 intersections. Primarily, the reason we need to do that is in order to provide a long enough left turn lane at Broadway, it encroaches into the Washington Street intersection. So if we maintain that through move, we wouldn't be able to provide as much left turn storage as we need.
Those are kind of quirky.
They're very, we're getting.
You get stuck at that light for like 3 minutes, and then it's a quick kind of odd thing. But again, you're calling it a road diet, which I think is funny.
Right.
So it tightens it a little bit. You're able to go in any direction
For the
just
most
further
part,
down the road.
Right. For the most part, we're still maintaining access to the city streets, and really, if you look at what's being proposed between Genesee and Broadway, it's almost a mirror of what currently exists between Genesee Street and Broad Street as far as where the through moves are permitted and where they're not.
And the width of the, I guess, the medians, right? I mean,
That's
it's
correct.
There's not gonna be parks in the middle anymore.
Right, and the road diet actually goes further to the east all the way to Broad Street, where we're gonna remove one lane in each direction all the way to Broad as well.
Okay. All right, this map is available on the website.
That's
Tell us
correct.
about that. When's the next hearing?
Well, currently, we don't have any large-scale public meetings scheduled. We do have a meeting scheduled on February 15th to advise the Common Council. They've asked for that, and so we will be meeting with them on the 15th. We're still trying to schedule a meeting with the community group in East Utica. We've been to North, South, and West Utica community groups, and so that's our plan for now.
And the website, because there's a version of this where people can take a look at home and see the
Yes.
changes.
Best thing to do is to navigate to the Department of Transportation's website, and you can search on there for this project. It's a lengthy address. Best bet to find it is just to do the search on the website.
Absolutely.
You'll get right there.
Brian Hoffman from the New York State DOT.